Yo, we live. You're now listening to Volume 87 of the Bucket Up Podcast. Here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka DJ Butter Sauce, aka Ty Latte, aka your mom called me over to watch some Netflix. And I'm here as always with the homie, the kid JB. Was good?
Yo, living good, man. Could have been right last week. It's me, the kid JB. Like I said, Mr. Told You So. Not because I'm always right, but when I'm right, for example, I want to welcome to the world my new niece, Emmy Jade. I said when she was going to be born, they didn't know if it was going to be a boy or girl. I said I have a feeling it's going to be a girl. I based it off nothing.
Mm,
She's born. She's a girl. I'm right. Mr. Told You So.
crazy.
Other than that, I'm feeling refreshed. Today is the most Saturday is Sunday there is, bro. Because you know what? Shouts to memorials or whatever that means. We got we got Monday off, dog. For once, my company is giving me the respect of giving us a federal holiday. Because my theory is if the bank is closed, then the money ain't moving. And if the money ain't moving, then what are we doing?
Making double time, hopefully.
So yeah, shouts
Better
to
pay me time and a half, motherfucker.
right, but yeah, shouts to me not working Monday for once. So yeah, I'm refreshed. I'm cool and I'm chilling. What was your weekend like, dude?
I'm in the midst of it. I don't know. It's cool. Isn't cool. Saw a couple movies. Saw John Wick 2 again.
Trash.
Uh,
Two or
okay. Now,
three?
hold on.
Two
It's
or three?
three.
You
And how
said
we
two.
go? Yeah, first of all, it's three. How we go from the other movies are better to it's complete trash? This is what we doing. We doing the internet thing.
No, we're doing the Epiphany thing.
Oh, okay. It's like if it wasn't as good as this other one, then it's trash. That's what we do on the
Does that
internet.
not happen often, like with
It
other
happens
things?
way too goddamn often.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I take that back. It just, eh, whatever. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I just think you're equalizer faithful. I think that's just what it is.
But again, it's whatever. It shouldn't even be. I shouldn't even have them both in my head at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
That's just how you feel about it. I think other people don't put the equalizer on the same plane as the Wick movies. I think it's just two different things, you know?
No, that's what I was saying. I was saying I shouldn't even think about them both. I should just have separate opinions about the flicks.
Mm,
But
yeah.
anyway,
But either way,
you saw that?
yeah. Saw that again. Um, saw Aladdin. We can do the review a little bit later. Yeah, and pretty much just chilling. Went out to dinner. Didn't have any terrible experiences with that.
You
You
have
know,
good service.
yeah, homeboy Mike over at Island Burgers and Fries out in Desert Ridge. He was funny, cracking jokes, pretty good with his service. Got tipped decent, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, we was waiting for people, but he ended up coming. He was cooling, so I didn't. I was like, oh, maybe the curse is over. So I had a really bad stretch for a while, you know.
Yeah, I apologize for that, man. I went to we went to a sushi spot on Friday, and the dude was a nice server, but like you could be a nice server but still give bad service, right? Because
Yeah, if you're not doing it, I mean, yeah, no matter if you're nice or you're just not doing your damn job.
right. So we went to a sushi spot. You always need the soy sauce cups. You need the soy sauce. You need the ginger and wasabi, right? I
Right.
asked for all three
Simple.
of those things. And then I had, dude, for the first time, I don't like picky eaters. The pet peeve of mine is people that are like, oh, what's that food? Oh, it sounds gross. I'm not going to try it. It's like, well, why don't you just try it? You know what I'm saying?
Try it once, and then you can say you had it. And if you don't fuck with it, nobody can question it.
Exactly. Exactly. So they had a thing called wasabi taco, and I was
I'd try
T
that.
right TAKO though. So I was like, okay, what is that? And then he told me it's raw octopus.
Oh,
Hmm. In wasabi. So I was like, well, let me ask you, man. I like oysters. Are they similar to oysters? And
no.
he's like, nah. He's like, but they're both like in the water. And I was like, okay.
Thanks, bro.
I was like, you're not wrong, so I'm not even mad at you for that. Nah, so what was I gonna say? I tried it because I was like, I can't be that dude that just is going off like sounds or the name. So we tried it. It was just way too rubbery, very chewy and slimy, and just not for me. So I'm a seafood fanatic. That's my shit. But I think I'm starting to realize that like the type of seafood that I love the most is shellfish, which is it's kind of own category, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I still like fish and shit, but like I probably I'm with you. I think shrimp's probably my favorite. Nice big shrimp.
Oh
Always
yeah.
for me.
Do you
Crab legs
prefer?
are good. Crab legs taste better than shrimp. It's just so it's just a lot of work put into it, so it kind of factors into the ranking.
Do you prefer? This is a good one. Do you prefer cold or hot shrimp?
Probably hot. I mean, honestly, the best shrimp is when I go to fucking hot and juicy crab,
Hell yeah, bro. I love
or
that
not
crap.
hot and juicy, angry crab. I know
Either
you
one.
can, yeah, and fucking get the shrimp in the bag, get all the Cajun spices. I'm like peeling off the shit. This fucking the Cajun spices making my nose sweat. Big ass shrimp, mad good.
I told
Uh,
you one time.
I'll
Oh my
eat
bad.
cold shrimp though. That's fire too.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
at a
discriminate.
I was at a my when I was like in high school, my sister was at prom, and you know how they do the pre-prom stuff?
Yeah.
Well, like in high school, remember in high school you just never stopped eating? Just like I just remember never being full.
No, I get that.
And
Trust
I was at a house party. Or not a house party. I was at the pre-prom party or whatever.
me. Mm-hmm.
And they had one of those like large shrimp cocktail baskets. Or like platters. And the mom used the term, yeah, eat as much as you'd like. And my ass took that very literally, and I ate like the entire thing of shrimp, bro.
Did somebody call you out on that shit?
Yes, the woman was like, "Oh, I was hoping there'd be some for the guests." And I was like, "Oh, my bet you like." I just posted up the entire time eating the shrimp while they're all taking pictures and shit. And,
Chilling is like, hey, what happened to the shrimp?
like, why does the little
Hey,
brother need to be here anyway?
that's just funny. Like you like eating the shrimp, and they like, hey, did we just put out the shrimp? What happened to the shrimp? And you in the corner like smacking like, oh shit, my bad.
I'm like, if it makes y'all feel better, I threw my trash away. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
good.
So,
I
but
took care of that for y'all.
yeah, like you eat shrimp to the point your fingers start pruning because the the shrimp is so
Yo,
wet.
I gotta do a couple. When they had the shrimp out, do you fuck with the cocktail sauce too or nah?
Hell yeah.
See, I'm like iffy on it. Sometimes it'd be too strong with that little kickback shit that's in there.
Horseradish.
Yeah, it'd be too strong with it. You gotta get a middle ground.
I used to work. I told you my wedding dress story. How I spilled it on the wedding dress that one time when I worked at the
On your
restaurant.
wedding dress, what happened?
Yeah, my shit got ruined. Nah,
Damn, terrible.
but I still slayed. Nah. So I went to. I used to work. Like I said, I worked at this Italian restaurant, and I was that kid that just like walked around with the platter of like hors d'oeuvres and was people with toothpicks were just taking the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then like one of my older coworkers put me on game like, yo, when no one's looking, I eat a couple. And I was like, oh, word, all right. And then he's like, but never let Roger, the boss, catch you. He'll like fire you on the spot.
Oh shit.
And I was like, all right, bet. So one time I go to eat one and there's toothpicks in it. And Roger just comes walking in like mad fast and I don't know what to do. So I just put the whole toothpick in my mouth.
Oh.
And he comes up to me and he's like asking me mad questions that require like answers, but I just
You're
start
just
like,
like shaking your head.
yeah, just shaking my head left and right, and it hurt so bad because the toothpicks were just like on the side of my cheeks.
Yo.
And then he walked away and I like coughed it up, but
Like, yo, that's fucking wild.
so I was like, all right, maybe I'll just not eat any, like
I think that was soon as dude's like, yo, you can eat something. Like, yeah, I figured that was an option I could do, and then, and then just like, yeah, but if they catch you, you get fired. Like, maybe I won't then.
yeah. I mean, the food looks so good though, fam, and you're working for like 9-10 hours. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna take one of these things.
I mean, that's like I'm sure anybody who worked in food ever has like, you know what I mean, taking a little bit off the top of some shit.
That same job, I just wasn't good. Like, so that same job, like I said, I spilled I was good at the job, but just I fucked up a lot. I spilled like I said, marinara sauce on like a wedding dress. Um I did that with the hot dog thing. And then
Mhm.
one time they asked me to mop the bartender's floor and I used hand soap
What?
instead of
Like the mop and glow shit.
yeah, so then like your man just fell carrying a bunch of glass.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, so
Damn.
they're like, "Who the fuck mopped the floor?" I was like, "Me." They're like, "Why the fuck is it so slippery?" I was like, "I don't know. I used the pink soap like you said." They're like, "That's hand soap." I was like, I mopped the floor with my hands. I don't know, man.
Fucking wildin'. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. I'm like trying to think of jobs like that where I was just trash at. Nah, I was fine. Pretty much all. I just remember working at a fucking amusement park and the food and like they got all the fucking food stands and shit.
Yeah,
It was
food court.
Yeah, well, not they got like a bunch of if you just walk around the park, there's just different food stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I worked there, it was like I worked in food, so like every night you go to different like stands and you just work there that day. Or then after a while you kind of end up in the same stand every now and then. But like literally everybody, I found out later on, years later, everybody stole from that place, which is wild.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh damn, I didn't know motherfuckers just taking money. And then second, everybody would just like eat the food if they felt like it.
Yeah.
I'll just eat this pizza. Like I had one homeboy who was like, because we had the veggie, like burger patties or whatever,
Yeah.
and he just like cooking up regular burgers. He's like, hey, you ever tried a veggie one? And I was like, nah, it don't even look that good because it's like rice and shit. And he's like, nah, it tastes pretty good if you throw it on a regular burger. And I'm like, bro, that kind of defeat the purpose, right?
Right. That's kind of funny. I worked at a country club, like a rich one, and I was just worked at the snack bar. And it's funny because we were allowed to have anything that was not like packaged. Like if it was a fountain drink, we could have. If it was like fries that we made, we could have it. But we couldn't if we sold Snapple and sold
Oh
like
yeah,
Arrowhead water. Like we couldn't have that shit because it was
because they order it right.
right. So like my homie was like, "Yo, it's cool." Like, cause we got these new drinks that everyone loved, but we couldn't have them. They were like these Shirley Temple bottles that when you crack open the top, there's a cherry in the top. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, and then the cherry you would drop the cherry in the soda, and it tasted mad good. So we used to like try and conspire on how to sneak a couple. But one time, my boy's like, "Man, fuck it. It's the beginning of the month. We don't do inventory to the end of the month. Like, I'll have time to figure it out." And then like that, while he's like, gets done drinking it, our boss walks in and she's like, "Yeah, so we're gonna start doing weekly inventory." And he's like, "Fuck."
that's
So
funny.
then she like did it and she's like, "Why are we missing one Shirley Temple?" He's like, "Ah, yeah, I drank one." Shit.
Yeah, just take it out the check, bro.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was like,
Like that, figure it out. Like you could have just paid it off, like
yeah, I was
one
like,
by
bro,
one.
you got a whole month to figure out how you're gonna get $2. Like,
Like just pay for it one time. Like if you ain't got it today, cool. But like
yeah. So, but yeah, that's wild. But yeah, going back to shrimp. Shellfish, yes, is my favorite. Your favorite. I like salmon and stuff like that, tuna.
Yeah, fish is
But
cool. It's just not. I gotta get a fish fry and throw hot sauce on it or some shit.
yeah,
Like it's lint or something. Um,
cold shrimp is good in a salad, I guess, a salad
yeah.
or by itself. But yeah, I think
Ceviche, shout out to ceviche.
that is good. Hot shrimp is winning out here though, for sure.
You on the coconut shrimp wave or nah?
Nah, I'm not a coconut guy. I don't even really do the fried shrimp no more. Like when I go to
Wow,
Red Lobster and stuff.
fried shrimp is good though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get the big shrimp linguine. Always hits.
Oh, shrimp scampi.
Hey, I know. I feel like I might have ranted on this before, but big pet peeve of mine is when you order motherfucking pasta at a restaurant that has shrimp in it, and them motherfuckers don't take the goddamn shell legs off.
Oh, you're so
Bro,
right.
and now I'm out here digging through fucking fettuccine and Alfredo and shit and it's got sauce on my fingers because y'all just want to be lazy and just throw the whole goddamn shrimp in my pasta. How the fuck I'm supposed to eat that?
And there's no alternative because even if you forked it out and then ripped it off, there's still the sauce on there.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. I'm out here. All right, I get my plate. I'm waiting. It's hungry. Usually Italian food, it's not. It never comes out quick as shit. If it does, I'm a little skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm at Olive Garden, which I don't go because that's just Italian Applebee's.
So you're
But, like,
skeptical if you're at Olive Garden.
exactly. And so I'm chilling. I'm waiting for my food. You know, they're giving me bread. I'm doing the dance with the bread where I'm not trying to eat as much because I don't want to get full, but that bread kind of hit. They got the olive oil and the vinaigrette, and it's, the motherfuckers is, hitting together. And I'm waiting for this goddamn food to come out, and then I get it, and there's shells in my goddamn shrimp. And I'm like, what the fuck? Now I got to sit here and sift through it. And, and then I find out exactly how many shrimps in my pasta. And I'm like, man, wow, $15. They need to give me 4 shrimp. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad about that. And that was a whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is that's even worse. Now, like you said, you're counting the shrimp.
Yeah.
Every bite, you're gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm down to my last 2."
Yeah, like I'm at the ration this out. 1 bite with shrimp, 2 or 3 without shrimp. Then I'm like, let me go back to the shrimp. You know what I mean?
You're like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour with the shrimp. Oh no, my bad. It was Booty Call, shrimp fried rice with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
He's like, I ordered shrimp fried rice. I'd love it if could be some shrimp in here.
Like, this is shrimp juice. You can taste it a little bit.
Yeah, but you're right. And then also, even if you put your fork in the tail, then some of the tail's gonna come off in the pasta, and you don't want that. Yeah. So again, hey, Italianos, if you're listening, you're making fettuccine alfredo, take the extra 3 minutes and rip the tails off, or else we break your kneecaps or something. I don't know.
That's what I do. I get the bag. I haven't done it in a while, but I think I've come back from Mexico and I gotten shrimp from there. And then even if I just go to Walmart or whatever, wherever it is, get the big bag of shrimp, I gotta take the damn tails off before I cook it and put that motherfucker in my pasta.
Right?
Save me the time so I can enjoy myself later. But I guess in rant, my bad.
No, that's fine because it was shrimp related.
We super far off because we were talking about you eating the damn octopus taco.
That's fine. Our rants are what the Buckets live for. But yeah, we digress. And so I was eating the octopus. It really wasn't for me, man. Kind of put it off to the side. Then we ordered, some sushi, and the guy just he just wasn't on top of his P's and Q's, man. I had to ask him for the soy sauce, for the wasabi. He was like, I couldn't feel his vibe if he was like just joking around with me or he was just observational, because I was like, yo, can I get a Coke? And he's like, we have Pepsi. I was like, oh, nice, even better. And he's like, he goes, you prefer Pepsi? I go, well, yeah. Can I get it? Like, I didn't know what to say.
I guess maybe because most people, I don't know if this is a most people thing, but a lot of people roll Coke over Pepsi. To me, I don't even think they taste that different.
Has anyone really been like, can I have a Coke? No, we just have Pepsi. Oh, I'll have a water, thanks.
Yo, motherfuckers be for real on that shit. They be
really?
They're like, yo, you got Pepsi? Nah, Coke. All right, fuck it, we leaving. Hey, get your shit. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers really be about that shit.
I will say cherry Coke is better than cherry Pepsi, but regular Pepsi to me is better than regular Coke.
I think, okay. I'm not, it doesn't matter to me. To me, like, generic Coke tastes fine too, because I'm just like, I'm not drinking too much soda unless I'm getting drunk. And I'm like, whatever way it's gonna mix with the alcohol, it's not gonna taste like it's supposed to anyway.
Right. I actually did for a science experiment, or not science experiment, but in science class in elementary school, we did the Pepsi Coke challenge thing.
Can people tell?
It wasn't like a tell thing. It was just a preference. You just said which one you liked more, and then they revealed the bottle. So yeah, Pepsi won like in a landslide. Damn.
People don't even know. Yeah. I know Diet Coke is big trash. Oh, that's all I know. And people say Henny Coke, and they never say Henny Pep. When I say Henny Pep, I'm talking about Dr. Pepper. So
that's fine. But I think it's also just like a reference point. Like no one says like rum and Pepsi. It's rum and Coke,
Yeah.
It could be Pepsi, Like they just call it that.
Yeah. I think it's like how you associate like a Kleenex with being a tissue. And so like, Coke is cola. Even though,
Exactly.
I mean, even though the actual thing is just cola.
Right.
But Coca-Cola is a brand and then Pepsi Cola is the other one,
And then I have a homie that says he's from the Midwest, and they say, like, they refer to, if it's a miscellaneous soda, they'll call it a root beer, even if it's a Dr. Pepper.
Damn, that's wild. I know.
You know?
I feel like Dr. Pepper is just like root beer light, which is why I bang with it because I don't like root beer that much. But like, some of the flavors are okay. It's just like that weird. It has like a chalky taste in it. I don't know how to explain it.
Root beer?
Yeah,
I fuck with it. It's my shit. But it's funny, when I going back to that country club I worked at, we had fountain drinks, and fountain drinks come in the bags of syrup, and then you mix the seltzer, and that's how they're born.
Yeah.
Well, this girl was like, "Can I have a root beer?" I was like, "Oh, we're actually out of root beer. Sorry." She's like, "How do you get out of root beer?" And I was like, "Do you think we have an infinite amount? Does it come from the tree roots? Is that where you get the name from?"
Like a lot of people, they come and then they drink it, and then we run out.
Motherfuckers like you who order it.
Yeah, like how do you run out? You got to stop asking that question. Everybody asks that question. Like you go to a spot, you're like, I get it. Like sometimes you perplexed because you at a Pizza Hut, or like and they tell you they ran out of pizza. You at a Popeyes, and you like, hey, they're like, hey, we ran out of chicken. Motherfuckers is livid. Like y'all Popeyes, how y'all run out of chicken? Like niggas ordered it. I don't know what to tell you. Like it ain't an infinite amount of chicken. Just like you just pull out of a fucking hat.
It was a small family of chicken. I don't know what to tell you.
Like we did an order. We thought y'all was gonna eat this much. I ate more than that. I don't know what to tell you.
That's like, it's funny now that it's like back before I had my weed card and I went to dispensaries, the fucking horror of trying to meet up with a weed guy, and then you waiting all day and you hit him up and he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't got it." And then like it's funny because you're upset. You're like, "What do you mean you don't got it?" And he's just like, so like usually I got it and I don't.
Like trying to explain is like the first thing he said was literally to explain it. Like he just ran out. He was like, "What do you mean? Like, dog, this is your job. What the hell do you mean you don't got it?" Like, fam, like I don't got it. Like, if I say it differently, maybe you'll get that I don't have it because other people bought it. I don't.
Yeah, bro, that shit is so funny. It's like
you should only ask that question if it's like shit that don't make sense. Like your barber said he's out of haircuts, and you're like, what? Like, sir, what?
That's fucking perfect transition, man. Cause I did want to talk about like the job titles and shit that people have that I'm like, I kind of don't understand like what happens after that is accomplished.
What do you mean?
Like perfect example is like I have a homie that just recently got a job as a store opener for like a company.
Oh.
And I was like, well, how often do they open stores? He's like, every couple of years. I was like, so what do you do after the store is open? Do you not work for a couple of years, or like how does it work? He's like, oh well, like I don't know. He's like, I'm kind of just working. I'm opening this one, and I'm like, well, all right, man. So like that should always been confusing to me, or like people that have jobs that are like, oh, I'm the website tester, and it's like, all right, bet once the website's loaded, like then what? I'm done then, I guess. Like
no, I get that, and they just doing busy work.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'm planning out my schedule, and like they just trying to do side projects so that like I feel like everybody has like there's just jobs at companies where like they in there for one specific thing. And then, like, the rest of the time, they're just trying to look busy so that nobody notices that they don't have shit to do.
Dude, for sure. There is, like, a person that, there's people at my job that ask to do specific positions that they want to, like, make themselves.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, yeah, I make sure everything's running smoothly. And I'm like, well, what happens when it is? Like, then what do you do? Like...
He's like, then I'll check it again.
Yeah. Or like or just like, in industry, it's funny because other industries that are like linear, it's like you would never be like, yo, I wonder what a dentist does. Like, fam, he fixes teeth. Like, it's pretty basic. Or like a mechanic fixes cars. But when people are like, "Oh, I'm the project manager, development SSL at this firm." It's like, okay, what do you do? Well, I get emails all day. It's like about what?
Like managing projects, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
They
like yeah.
it's just like he's like, oh, I got my hand in a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Any department need a little bit of help, I'm over there. And it's like doing what? Whatever they need, fam.
Right, exactly, dude.
And it's like, okay, all right. Well, good luck with that. And then you realize they gone like 3 months later and you didn't realize they were gone. That's
Right,
usually how it works.
exactly.
But yeah, again, I feel like I can see that. The store opener thing I get because I feel like stores open all the time, but at the same time, it's not like they're all from the same person. You know?
Right, or like if it may not be the same state, so maybe you're flying around and stuff, but who knows?
That sounds terrible, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I guess they put you up in a hotel, you help them open up. That actually might not be that bad of a job.
You gotta you gotta deal with like different clientele though. Like you're in New York and you're just
Yeah,
like, yo, we got this new pizza spot. They're like, I bet, fam. And then
yeah.
like you're in the South and they're like, yo, we got soul food. They're like, we got that covered, fam.
Like, and now that I'm thinking about it too, like depending on what you open in, that's like the worst. That's like the worst time because you think about it, you training all new people. There's no older staff that you have to rely on, on opening this store. So you're training everybody from scratch, and simultaneously, it's probably gonna be your busiest time because every time something new opens, like that shit gets smacked with everybody who's just like intrigued by it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm about to say, there's no what's it called? White Castle over here. I heard they open one in Scottsdale. Like, I'm sure whenever the hell that opens, it's gonna be smacked.
right. And then it's funny because imagine like you fly out to like Detroit to train Timmy at some spot, and you come back to Arizona and they're like, yo, so you remember Timmy who you were training a couple of weeks ago? He's fucking up. You're like, all right, well, I can't be everywhere, man. Fuck. Like,
like, hey, he was good when I was there.
yeah, what is this? Undercover boss and shit? I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Timmy fucked up. Go handle that with Timmy.
Yeah, I'm the store opener, not the store closer.
Oh, hey, I opened the store. There was no problem with the opening. Y'all hired a manager to run that shit. Take it up with them.
Right.
You know?
And
That's
but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and I guess it just kind of like, but social media is not real, so it trickles into the idea of like, because I see a lot of things on Twitter, and people like to like do these vague situations, or where they'll just take a picture of like an important logo and make it seem like, oh, are they at this meeting or are they doing something really important? And
nah, that's just that's just Instagram shows you the facade, my guy.
yeah, I know.
Like, yo,
yeah,
here's how my job is, and it's like I'm sure there's other, like every time I see somebody like just bought a house or some shit, I'm like, you don't know the backstory behind it. You don't know if they on a subprime loan. You don't know if the homies helped out or parents or some shit. But people just look at it like, oh damn, I can't believe I ain't buy a house yet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, it's just funny because I mean she's actually mad cool. She's been interacting with our content on Instagram, but there's this girl. She's a quote unquote NBA insider or whatever.
Right.
And what's up?
Is that nice?
Yeah, but like I don't know how much involved she really is though, because like pretty much all she does is just take pictures of like courtside seats and stuff, and then I kind of like picked her brain a bit, and she was like, "Yeah, whatever NBA players need, I get them." And I was like, I don't think NBA players need much. I think they got
They're
a lot of money. Yeah, but like, what could she provide that they can't get?
Going out to grab the shit because they can't go out in public without getting harassed or some shit.
Yo, go get me a bacon, egg, and cheese.
That might literally be it. Who knows? Like they need to go grab a suit or something. You know how rich people have, you know what I mean? Like there's jobs out there that literally only like apply to rich people, like on retainer barbers and shit, and people to go and get them shit, and personal chefs and all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and you would never buy a personal chef, but
I would one day.
No, if I was rich, yes. But I'm saying like normalized people don't do that shit.
That will be on our show, bro. The Bucket Up Podcast TV show. We'll have a personal chef while we're broadcasting, And then he'll be like, "Yo, fellas, come eat." You know what I'm saying? We're like, "I bet. Hold on, give us 10 minutes."
Yeah, see, so like she might, she's probably out here running errands and grabbing, securing things that are supposed to be top secret. You know what I'm saying? But they trust her to do shit like that. Like I know that shit exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta.
Uh,
I'm still whatever. It's all good, but don't make sense to
all
me.
right,
Don't make
all right.
dollars. Don't make sense.
There you go.
But trying to think. Yeah, no, just little things like that, or like when people just name a bunch of titles like on top of things. They're like, "Yeah, I'm the project manager in second duty of the other project manager." It's like, oh, all right, well,
So you just got hired second.
yeah, that's
Like,
what it sounds like. Or like, yeah, just even my office, man. They'll be like, I work at a big office, and people are running around always being like, "Hey, did you get my email about that thing?" And like, yeah, it's like so vague. It's like, all right, well, I
because everything's so
imagine,
important.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hate, bro, emails and chats be stressing me out
yeah,
because like it's so easy to feel, or it's so easy to come off like you're being a dick. You know what I mean? In an
yeah,
email or in a chat, like something needed to be done. You checking on if that thing was done, but you trying to not be like, hey, where the fuck is this shit at? And you kind of just be like, hey, I'm just checking in to see if you've done it. And like obviously if you go face to face, you can kind of convey how you really are feeling about it. And you're like, hey, like, oh, I was told that you guys were gonna do this, but I haven't gotten it yet. Are you guys working on it? Or was it like a miscommunication or some shit? But then, over email, it don't matter what you say, it just sounds like you for real, like, hey, where this shit at? You know what I'm
right,
saying? Unless you
yeah,
throw in a bunch of exclamation points, you know what I'm saying, hedging everything, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it just comes off weird.
yeah. I will say that, like, there's this dude I work with. When he messages me, it sounds like he wants to start a fight, but then like when we're in person, he's like, "Bro, baseball, did you catch the games?" I'm like, "All right."
Right. See, I
Like,
think it's just like over the chat, man.
yeah, what's funny is yeah, it's just like that perception of just like you could definitely have one intention, and then you say something over the text, and because you don't have that tone of voice, then people are just like, "Yo, I thought you were mad angry."
Yeah, right.
When I worked for freelance, when I was a freelancer working for that woman that wanted me to run her Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
we had an agreement. She's like, "I'll pay you every month on the first. I'll Venmo you, yada yada. It'll be great." And then one month, a couple days went by, and I was like, I needed the money, right? So
Right.
I didn't message her and say like, "Hey, where's my page?" Like what, blah blah blah. I just did a request. She on Venmo. I just how you can send a request.
Right.
So I just sent a request, and I made it lighthearted. I put an exclamation point, and like I was like, "Oh, monthly service or something." And then she messages me. She's like, "You don't have to remind me. I know I have to pay you." And I was like, "Clearly, I do have to remind you because you didn't pay me."
See, and that's the thing where I don't know if it would have been better to just been like hit her up, message her like, hey, it's the second. I know you usually pay me on the first. Should I expect it today? I just got shit I gotta pay for. You know what I mean? Like gotta make it like a cut that shit. But at the same time, bitch, pay me my money. What the
Right. And it was the third. It was 2 days. So I was like, I had a right to be like, "Yo, are you not paying me?" Because like that's a long
Yeah.
time, you know?
She know motherfuckers bro, unless you rich as shit, you probably out here living paycheck to paycheck. Ain't nobody got time for you to be like, I gotta go get groceries. What the fuck?
Right. Dude, like my bill collectors are looking at me. I'm like, "Yeah, let me hit up this lady real quick."
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy? I had a homie that he worked for like a radio station, and he was telling me that the radio was kind of going under or some shit like that. It was something wild was happening to it. And he was saying he hadn't got paid for like a month and a half. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
Like, dog, nah.
I will say, and it happened at the company, I used to work at, and it's my current company. They gotta chill with this whole paycheck every just twice a month, because sometimes people go 3 weekends without a paycheck, and that's
Yeah.
not all right. You know what I'm saying? people work for their time off, not for the week. So like, I don't know. I think people should get paid every other Friday because then you're seeing at least one Friday or one weekend with money in your pocket, opposed to having to wait till like a wild Tuesday or Wednesday.
And you got. I mean, obviously, it's prudent to like make sure you can see when the hell you're gonna get paid. So you're like, oh shit, it's one of those long like in between, so you can kind of budget yourself. But at the same time, man, that shit's trash. Like,
Yeah,
Katie as a teacher, they get paid every like other Tuesday. There's no like, it's just kind of they just on that schedule. We're like other
right.
places, they just got it on the day thing. That I don't know why they
Some
do
people,
that.
some people think, and I don't know. I think this could be a good debate. Also, if we can throw it up for the socials. Is some people like to see more money, like more money on a paycheck, but wait longer. Whereas I rather see less on a paycheck, but more frequent. Because then I think that is a budgeting assist. Because if I know, like, damn, I only got 500 in the bank, but I'm getting another 500 next Friday, well, then I don't need to go brazy. Whereas if I get 1,000 and I'm not going to get another 1,000 for 2 weeks, I'm like, that's stress, you know?
No, I get it. I can see. I mean, it's essentially the same money, just you just getting it at different times.
Yeah, but I'm saying just like I think it just assists with the idea to budget and not spend everything because you can't spend everything.
Yeah, you're like always kind of in a cycle where you can't unless you save, and it might actually help you save up.
Right, because then you're like, well, it'll be because then it feels better. Like, damn, well, I only spent 2 of the 5, and I'm getting another 5. So now I can actually start making a snowball effect, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas if you're like, I got the 1,000, and I'm down to my $80, but I'm gonna get another 1,000, then it shows that you usually go through the money, right?
Mhm.
I don't know.
That's true.
So, but that's just me. That's just my broke talk.
Like, the better thing would be if I got 1,000 every week.
Or yeah, or 1,000, every or 20
2,000 every week.
every 24/7 hours. Whatever I get paid every 24 hours.
Yeah,
Wheezy.
yeah, like definitely. But
Uh,
we should probably move on to the reviews.
yeah, I haven't seen any movies yet, but I'm hopefully going. I was gonna go Friday, but my journalistic blood took over, and I just fucking stayed up and wrote
Oh
articles.
yeah, see, I thought you had already seen Booksmart. I'm going today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go today too.
Nice. So yeah, I guess the only new movie that one of us saw was me, and I saw Aladdin, Arabian Nights, and whatnot. Disney out here. I will say that it's pretty obvious to anybody who's seeing these like like previews and shit that these live action Disney movies are like just a cash grab,
Mm,
right?
I'm guessing.
Right, because it's like they already got the movie, the story's already there. They know motherfuckers gonna go because we all nostalgic as hell. You know what I'm saying? We all love the Lion King, so we're like, yeah, of course I'm gonna go see a fucking live action Lion King movie because why the hell not? And it's gonna be the same fucking story, and I'm not gonna care at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Aladdin's one of my favorite Disney movies, so of course I was gonna go see it, and I didn't have super high expectations because I'm like they're really just doing the same movie, just live action.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know most people before they didn't like Will Smith. Were you fucking with Will Smith being blue or whatever? 'Cause I know people were mad.
It's kind of like the sequel to that Bright movie. It's just that he's not.
Yeah,
He's the blue guy now.
he's the blue guy now, and so now getting into my review, I didn't really care. I was like, I mean, he was. We all knew he was gonna play the genie, so I don't know why we surprised that he blew, but okay. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, why is this a surprising thing? Like I don't get it. But so going in the movie, I didn't have super high expectations. I was like, hey, it's gonna be what it is, and I came out of it liking it more than I thought I was going to, because I mean, again, I just fucked with Aladdin. I hadn't watched Aladdin in a while too. I think that probably helps. Like if you don't watch these movies religiously, you know what I'm saying? Because they probably hold up in your mind. And so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. You know what? Like there's definitely parts of it that I'm like, I don't understand why they did that. And then there's, parts that I didn't like, but I was like, you know what? That was okay. It was a cool movie. When, at first when I saw Will Smith like Genie, it was like kind of weird for me. Like, I said cringy at the time. But then, like, literally, like a minute later, I was like, all right, this is cool. You know, they let Will Smith do his Will Smith shit. You know, kind of turn some of them songs into raps. And I'm like, I mean, I should just assume if he's in a movie, like it's actually at this point, it's an upset if he's in a movie and he doesn't do a song about the goddamn movie, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I like Aladdin's presence, man. He's from the hood, and he's just like, "Yo, girl, like I ain't got the fancy camels and shit, but I'm from like the streets, and I can show you like a whole new world, girl." So,
Right. Although he was lying to her, but yeah.
oh, he was.
You know, remember, it's like, you know, he's a street rat first. She lied to him, so I don't know why she out here mad about him lying when she lied to him first. And then, you know, he finds out she's a prince, but then, you know, he finds the genie, and then like the genie gives him, like, makes him into a prince. Remember?
Oh yeah,
That's how, because the you know the princess can't marry. I'm not spoiling this movie because this movie came out in 1993. But you know what I mean? Like,
nah, learn me some shit. So wait, so he was not from the hood?
he was from the hood, but when he found the genie, that's when he was like, "Hey, can you make me a prince so I can spit game to this, you know, princess because she can't marry anybody but a prince."
Oh, and that's when he got the carpet and shit.
Yeah. He had all the shit. He was dressed in all white with the hat. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, I thought. See, wow.
I'm talking about the cartoon.
No, I know, but I thought he was trying to like. Wow. Okay, I'm behind on my shit. I thought he was showing her the whole new like ghetto world.
A whole new world.
Bodegas and
right
poppy.
there.
Yeah. Community cats. Ice cream man with a bad siren.
Heroin on every block.
EBT cards not accepted here.
Like, yo, that'd be wild. Surprised nobody's done that, like, you know, parody or some shit.
Wow. So okay,
yeah,
so he was learning the new world himself. He's just like, word girl, I could bring you to Midtown and like show you all. I can show you the skyscrapers. Like he doesn't even know himself.
He was like, bro, I just got this magic carpet. Let's just ride. That's what he was saying.
He's
like let's take this shit out for a spin, homie. But yeah, no. So Aladdin, pretty good. Again, if you fuck with the movie, the original movie, you go see this one, and if you like that one and you haven't seen it in a long time, probably gonna like this one. If you're looking for them to add some new spin, some new flavor, some new shit on it that makes it even better, like it's not gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Which again, I don't know how you can see any of these live action movies and expect anything different than the actual movie, and for them to just, you know, it's just for them to make money to bank on so they can spend on more Avengers shit. That's all it is. But again, if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. Go see it. I give it like you know, like 3.5 out of 5 bucket hats, maybe like 3.8.
Yeah, I'll catch it. I'll probably wait till it's on Netflix or whatever. But
yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be on Disney streaming. Come on, bro.
Well, okay, my bad. Disney streaming. I'll wait.
Gotta get that $7.
Really?
Get all the Disney shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting Stars again or Showtime for that Wu-Tang Clan. I
heard that was good.
Documentary. Yeah, I heard that was awesome. But yeah, getting back to it again though. I kind of like how we've been jumping around. It's cool. Saturday, dude. Yesterday. Shouts to the AZCFL, the football league broadcasting. It was the championship, so I had to get fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? And I went to a spot, and when it comes to my hair now, like, I just do what I can with it. And then, I usually rock a hat because I'm a bucket hat boy and I look good with a motherfucking regular hat. So some people are hat people and I'm one of them. Anyway, but, I'm on camera too, so I got to look fresh for the world.
Right.
And I know hairstylists hate the term trim. I guess, like, that's that thing is like they hate when people say, can I just have a trim? But in my defense, usually that's what I say, and they're cool with it. It's rare when I find a stylist that's like upset with it.
Damn, you be mixing matching stylists? Wow.
Bro, again, I don't really have loyalty like that.
I know, it's a black people thing.
Yeah, and also, the girl I do usually go to like moved or some shit, so I did have loyalty before that.
Mm.
So anyway, she was like, but they put notes. They put notes in every haircut so they know what to do the next time or whatever.
Mm.
And she was like, what can I get you? And I was like, yeah, it's kind of longer on the sides than on the top. So can you just kind of trim it up? And she was like, well, what's a trim to you?
Yeah, you got a fucking point.
Okay, but I was like, I don't know. I don't really know measurements or anything, but like usually they'll cut it like here and like here, and I'm just like touching my whole head. I'm like, like shorter over here, but like, a little longer on top. And she's like, okay, but like a quarter inch, half inch, like what are we talking? And I was like, I don't know. Like this much. And I put like my fingers, And she's like, okay, well, that's not what your notes say. And I was like, well, you got notes? Fucking go off of that then.
Well, hold on. First, I was on board with her. And I'm like, look, I've been in this situation where I don't really know what the hell that, like, the normal thing that I usually do. And this, it might be a new barber. And I'm like, I know this is going to take me a while. And you're trying to tell them, like, yeah, just like this and that. And they're like, nah, I'm going to need specifics. You want a 1 or a 2, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the difference between a 1 and a 2. You figure it out. But it's like both of y'all are lost in that situation.
Right.
Homegirl had notes and she didn't refer to them?
No.
The fuck?
And like used it against me, like, yo, that's not what your notes say. I'm like, then why ask my dumbass? You got the notes. I told you
what my haircut supposed to look like if you got notes.
Yeah, especially when I just said that's what's the funny thing is I referred to him. I said, usually I say something and they do it. So that should be like a low context way of being like, oh, he means like there's notes and we have notes,
She's like, the least should be like, hey, what you want? And you're like, and you should be like, oh, this nigga don't know what he's talking about. Okay, let me look at what these notes say.
So
something like that.
Regardless, so she's like, okay, well, I mean, it's your hair, so like I just want to make sure you get what you want, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I know. I just don't know measurements and stuff, and I don't want to say something. She's like, well, it's just because our scissors only go so long, and if you say a measurement, then like it's like I'm not gonna chop my fingers off for you. And I was like, I would never ask you to chop your fingers off.
What is this person?
Dude, this girl was a big bitch, and I know we don't like that
term.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say she was just unsure of herself. That's what it sounded like.
Listen, bitch is, I said, it's individual for men and female. A man could be a bitch and a girl could be a bitch. So she was being a bitch, and I was like, I would never ask you to cut your fingers off. What? And then she was like, well, I'm just saying, blah, blah. So then before I let her put scissors to my head, I said to her, I was like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay, but are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just very lost. I just like,
I was having an existential crisis at
dude.
This goddamn haircut.
But then I'm letting her do her thing, and she's cutting my hair, and she's like, so do you have anything planned this weekend? And I was like, yeah, I work tonight at broadcasting a game that I work at. And she's like, how does that work? And I was like, well, like they play football and I just kind of call the game, And then she was just like, had an attitude, bro. She was like, yeah, but like, how does that work with all like the divisions and stuff? I was like, yeah, it's just like a different league. So, and she was just like, okay. And then she's like, and not even telling me when she was done, she just walked over to the counter and was like, oh, you're all set, from like across the barber. And I was just sitting there with the stupid ass like cape on and stuff. I was like,
she didn't let you like look at it or anything.
No, she was just like, okay, you're done. I was like, all right, I'll come pay. Yeah, so it was a wild ass. So then,
see, again, this is why.
Yeah, that I wish I just had my hockey hair still.
This is why black people be so stressed out. Like, speaking of this, I was actually talking about it at work. I got a barber. Shouts to him, the homie, PJ. He cool. Usually lace me up good. He knows what I want. He still asks though on the front end, like, "Hey, we do the 6 up top or the 7?" And I'm like, 6. Every now and then I'll say 7 and 8. And he's like, I don't know if we go that high. And then I'm like, yeah, but I want it a little longer this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, uh, he's usually cool. I got a wedding next week that I'm going to.
Shouts.
But and he just had a baby. So, congrats to that. He just had a baby. Shouts to his baby. Shouts to the baby moms and them. But it's funny because I hit him up and I was like, hey, yo, you cutting next week? I know you just had a baby. Congrats again, by the way. And he was like, nah, I'm taking off the week to help out around the house and shit. And I'm like, all right, that's noble. But how the fuck I'm getting my hair cut? You know what I mean? Now I'm a little stressed out because I need the haircut and I don't know where the fuck that shit about to come from. So I'm holding it in right now, but I'm low key stressing the fuck out. And that's just usually how it is because it took me forever to find a goddamn barber here, and like going to places to try to find a barber is the worst shit ever, bro. I was at what you about to say?
You should show up at his house and be like, I just figured I'd make it easier for you, fam.
Like, bro, I brought the cape. You know what I mean? I'll sweep up for you. You know what I'm saying? But nah, before I found him, and I had to fucking again. Not much said about this, but there's like a lack of resources on the internet for Black people that it's just starting to frustrate the shit out of me.
UrbanDictionary.com.
That's I guess that's it. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can find any fucking white dude style guide, you know what I'm saying, on the internet. Black people, nah, there's no, you know what I'm saying, that shit don't exist for some reason. You know what I mean? Or there's no motherfucking hood barbershops where motherfuckers really know how to cut. They never put their shit on the goddamn internet. You know what I'm saying? Unless they wilding too hard and they on Instagram. They'll be on Instagram like blowing fucking vape juice in the niggas' hairs. But like, you know what I'm saying? They don't got a goddamn website for me to fucking find out and get Yelp reviews. And Black people don't be Yelping. So I'm like out here just in the damn dark trying to find a goddamn barbershop. But I went to one spot and I should have known, like this was like a couple years ago. I walk in and it's just him. It's just one dude and a whole barbershop by himself and nobody else is in there. Middle of the day, I'm like, all right, this is odd. But I already just walked in. He see my hair. No, I need a cut. I can't really like, go back to the car and just dip out. And so I'm like, all right, I guess I'm getting my hair cut. And then I do it. And this dude's like doing a whole like fucking like comedian routine. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like taking the clippers and using it as a mic, telling jokes and shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to get my hair cut.
Yo, man, there's like an open mic down the street, but this ain't the one.
Right. And then like the cut was like whatever. But I was like, never again. So I don't know. I'm stressing out right now.
If I was Black, bro, my hair would be. There's 3 hairstyles I would rock. I hope you rock it too, man. You should get dreads. I think
dreads be fucking up your head.
Well, I would want dreads. I would want a wild fro, and then I'd want like the new, like the twist fro, like N'Keal Harry. Like that's just clean.
Okay.
Yeah, the twist fro is clean, bro.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. A little bit of twist up top.
Yeah,
with the fade. But I did want dreads when I was younger, and my mom was just, even though my dad had dreads, my mom was like, nah, you can't get dreads, they dirty. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I mean? But now as I got older, like I've seen most people who had like the dreads that are super long, they kind of like pull at your roots of your hair. And like I don't know if they're some people are bald genetically, but I think a lot of people who get dreads, they end up going bald or like pulling their hair out. Like if you even just look at Lil Wayne's like hair, like it gets spotty up top.
What about didn't you have cornrows back in the day though?
Yeah, he's had cornrows, but I was a Allen Iverson fan, so of course I had cornrows. I had I used to have the drip down the sides like Loke Dog. You know what I'm saying? I used to rock afro to high school. Then when I finally cut, I was like, well, I don't know why it took me so long to cut my damn hair.
Damn.
But you know what I'm saying? If I ever did get dreads, I would do like how my hair is now, but I just have like the shorter dreads, like with the fade or something. Like that'd probably be fire.
Oh, like dude from Menace to Society?
Yeah, but not like super, not even as long as that, like kind of shorter and the dreads, and then had a fade, and then you know what I'm saying. That way I can still wear a hat, and I don't have to worry about them getting too wild, and I'll just cut them up every now and then. they start getting too long.
You should get your hair like Odell Beckham, man. Bleach it blonde and ramen noodles.
Absolutely. You
Yeah,
know how wild I look out here doing some shit like that.
yeah. I mean, I loved him as a Giant. I'm not the dude that's switching up. I never understood the hair. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, it's, you know, he made it a thing, and like, you know, if you got to give people props for that, because like, you know, if you see something and you're like, oh shit, like, you know, that's wild, I wouldn't do that. But you know, and I'm not. It's not even that it doesn't even fit him. I feel like he looks fine with it. And then you know, he set a trend, and motherfuckers start doing that shit more. Like, hey, if you gonna set trends, you gonna set trends.
yeah, nah, I mean it's cool. Yeah, I'm not saying I personally wouldn't do it. There's many haircuts I think look cool that I wouldn't do, you know. But
Right.
it's
I
whatever.
mean, yeah, you can't, you know, you just can't, like, you can't get dreads, like, because white people just shouldn't get dreads. Like, you just shouldn't do it.
I'd get them, and then my grandma would be like, "Are you going back to Israel, Jess?"
Like, yo, you about to go live in a yurt, my guy.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, get us back out of, you know, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get other Maccabees to come with me, and I'm about to,
There you go.
you know, spread the Red Sea and shit."
I feel like white people, when they get their hair dreaded up, like, it just comes one of those wool hoodies, but that's like a whole bunch of colors, and then like a hat,
Yeah,
and they
and
just hand you a kombucha.
yeah, and you automatically start saying things that, or automatically information, no matter what it is like impressive to you. Like, whoa.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, like that's
Bruh.
deep, and it's just like, bro, I just asked for a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
you go home, they go home, and there's just automatically a Bob Marley poster on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just it's just one type of person that gets
And
the dread.
then they don't like trust the government. It's weird.
Yeah, they off the grid, bro. Even though they on Facebook.
Yeah. Or on Venmo and shit. But who knows?
um,
But
but
yeah,
yeah,
that was my weekend. That was the week.
shit, that might be the pod, bro. We've been spitting for an hour.
I'm saying, bro, the chemistry is so organic that we don't even, you know, time flies when you're having fun, bro. But I think we've arrived, to our favorite time of the week, song of the week. So we touched on earlier. I'm happy. I got an extra day off tomorrow. I'm about to sleep till a zillion o'clock, and you know, watch Netflix reruns because that's my vibe. So we're going with Wiz Khalifa. His song "Get Some More" because I'm gonna get some more sleep. Wiz Khalifa,
Hey,
get some more.
there we go. My songs of the week, usually album review. There's a couple albums that came out this weekend that I had to check out. We had YG's album drop. He dropped another one after dropping one like less than a year ago. It's called For Real For Real. I listened to the whole thing. I like this one better than the last one. The last one was kind of iffy. It seemed like he was just trying to, because he had that Big Bang song. You remember that Big Bang song?
Yeah, Big Bangs.
Big
Lose.
Bang,
What do you
Little
say?
Bang.
Look, I was thinking of fuck. What's that other song? It's like Big Bangs. We out here. Damn. It's gonna get. I'll think of it later.
No, yeah, I'm talking about the Big Bang Take Lil Bang.
Yeah, Big
And
Bang.
it got 2 Chainz on it, Big Sean, Nicki Minaj.
What? We run the city. Anyway, I'll think of it.
I'll come back.
My bad. It's in my head.
But yeah, no. So yeah, he had that one. It seemed like he was kind of like shooting to make every song a hit on that album, which, you know, usually doesn't go well. Motherfuckers try to do that. But this one seemed like he was kind of back to, you know, he just making, you know, songs that he felt like making and his bangers. You know, there's some songs on there I still don't like. I don't like the Go Loco song as much. I think it's a little too long. But it's, you know, definitely check that out. Maybe it'll grow. I got a feeling it might grow on me for some reason.
Bro, you know what I was gonna say? You know how we we talked shit about the iPod Shuffle?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, will you buy me an iPod Shuffle? Because that's the only way I can listen to new music. Because otherwise, I am just gonna skip this shit. Not even if it's good. It's just a fucking habit. And
I just used to hearing like old songs and shit.
That and like, bro, if I just went to the gym and had a shuffle and couldn't control the music, that would be the ultimate way to listen to new music. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta discipline yourself to just throw in the goddamn playlist and not touch it. Sometimes I do that because I be skipping around my own playlist sometimes too much, and then sometimes when I just like, you know what, I'm just gonna listen to whatever comes on. I'm like, yo, Ty, you really snapped on this playlist though. I ain't like, so you just kind of got to do it for yourself.
You know what's funny is like, you know how, well, I guess it's stupid because I listen to music on YouTube sometimes, and and then it'll bring you down a rabbit hole of other music you listen to.
Yeah, those
And,
are fun.
and I'm in the gym and I'm just bumping rap and I'm like curling and shit. I'm good. And then like an Ed Sheeran song will come on and I'm like, man, I'm about to cry in this gym and shit. Like,
Like, yo, I wish my girl was here.
it's like, yeah, you'll see her in an hour. I'm like, yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, man. Other than that, man, thanks again for putting up with me week in and week out.
I didn't even give my damn song, bro.
Let me finish.
Oh, go ahead.
But I was saying about my fucking music anxiety because you always provide the fire. So I will try and give this song that you're about to provide a chance because the last couple songs you've been giving me were good.
There you go. I was about to say, man, we skipping to the end, Brian. You even get my shit off.
Bro, come on. Have faith. I'm going to do the shit.
All right. So like I was saying, yeah, he had the songs that it felt like his last album felt like he was just trying to put out bangers. This one's a little bit better. My song of the week is from the album. It's called Do Not Disturb. With it's him. He got Kamaya, who I fuck with. She need to drop a goddamn album because every time when she was on a song or she drops a song, I'm about it. But like it's him, Kamaya, G-Eazy, called Do Not Disturb. I'm gonna have it at the front of this damn podcast. I already know. So if you fucked with that little snippet that you heard, go listen to it. Also, we got Flying Lotus drop. I ain't checked that out yet. There was a J. Cole and Young Thug song that was pretty good. You should definitely go check that out. There was a Ty Dolla $ign and a J. Cole song that came out too. And they were like, yo, Ty Dolla $ign probably about to have this song about, sex. And then J. Cole gonna come on there talking about the damn civil rights movement.
He's gonna be like, yeah, J. Cole's gonna be talking about like, stop hitting the girl from the back is demeaning to women.
Yeah, I was hitting her from the back, and then I started thinking about how Malcolm X told him that all the white people's holding us back, and it's like, hey, come on.
Oh man, I had my girl, her head buried in a pillow. Then I was like, nah, sis, keep your head up.
Like, yo, J. Cole gotta relax. But nah, he was actually, I think for the most part, it was about sex, but I was dying because I was like, he definitely do that shit sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
On a Miguel song, Miguel singing about sex and shit, and he just wilding out talking about Huey Newton and shit, and it's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, he's like, that's so funny.
But yeah, those are my songs of the week, fam.
Tight, man. Well, shouts to heading into the summer, man. I was watching the Facebook memories, and we officially started our first episode August of 2017. So we're almost approaching 2 years, bro, which is crazy. Yeah, I know. That shit flew by, or flying by.
It's kind of crazy, like, obviously we still got room to grow. We got, we can pick up steam. We will pick up steam. I do think it's cool that, however many people listen to us, that they do. Shout out to all the core listeners. Shout out to them. Shout out to my homie Tommy. He actually messaged me like a while ago, a couple months ago, telling me, he was like, yo, I listen to y'all podcast. Like, y'all dope. He's like, I've been thinking about starting my own podcast. Like, should I do it? I'm like, bro, if you want to make a podcast, like, bro, you just got to go and do it. And he actually did that shit last 2 weeks ago. I think it's just called the Frommy Flay Friday podcast. They're short. It's just getting you hyped for the weekend. Figured I just plugged the homie because he came to me for advice. So shouts to that. We got we influencing people out here.
Yeah, shouts to that, man. Shouts to Lance from Turned Up TV, always sharing our content. Being the plug. Shouts to TTS, man. Stud from back home. He just hit us up. He's like, yo, I love you guys. We're gonna ball at the top. I was like, all right, bet. Shouts to Roach Clip Podcast. They're local, man. They could be our first not low hanging fruit, but local fruit that we can cross over with. You know what I'm saying? And then man, for the summer, for the buckets, we're gonna have to figure some shit out. Ty's, got a busy summer, But we're gonna figure out.
It's just June, so the episodes might be a little bit more sporadic from here on out. Just for June, but then we'll be back full force probably July-ish.
Yeah. Other than that, shout out to the sponsor, Sunday Scaries. Hit us up for the promo code Bucket Up, 10% off any purchase. Waiting on them to post some of our content. We've been showing love, so we need them to share some of ours. But yeah, they tagged us in a story, which was cool.
Nice.
My homie's girlfriend said she follows Sunday Scaries, so that's a small world right there. But yeah, shout out to the
She better be using the goddamn promo code then.
Right. I don't know if she buys the product. I think she just follows the page, but
That's wild.
Weird. But anyway, other than that, man, Volume 87, the Bucket Hat Boys, the most organic chemistraic podcast that is in Black and Jewish history. For 87, man, the Bucket Hat Boys, we out.
Cheer. Okay, so we can do the recap. You want to do like a plug for Sunday Scares like I put up front?
Yeah. I'm mad at them, bro. I'm just like, yo, post some of our shit real quick.
So you don't want to do
it? No, I did. I was just being how I be.
All right, you can go ahead and just riff one, and then I'll just put it at the front.
All right. Yo, like always, shouts to the sponsor, Sunday Scaries. I got anxiety, driving, living, social. But they got the gummies and the oils. They help me out, bro. For 10% off of your purchase, go to sundayscaries.com, use promo code BUCKETUP, or hit us up on the socials and we'll get you the link. Again, 10% off, promo code BUCKETUP, Sunday Scaries, anxious as fuck.
Nice. That was pretty good, just off rip. And then hold on, what we talk about? We were like jumping around.
That was good though, because the fucking weekend review led into our topics. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Episode. Podcast. Today's episode of Black Guy Podcast. What did we talk about? Was it shrimp or was it bad service or something?
Oh no, it was good service, bad food. That's a good topic. Oh no, it was bad. Okay, yeah. Bad service. Oh shit.
Oh, nice, friendly person, bad service.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Service. What else did we go into? Like weird job titles.
Yeah, job titles we don't get, or like weird job titles, whatever you want.
Yeah. Sparse paydays we could put. I know we talked about that at some point.
Paydays. Paycheck. Living paycheck or paycheck to paycheck. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. Living paycheck to paycheck. I was gonna ask too, but I forgot to. I was like, would you rather have would you rather your waiter be friendly and like okay service, or would you rather you not know that your waiter was even there, but they still did everything they're supposed to do? Like, you know how like people prefer Uber drivers not to talk to them or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that's funny because I usually am more into the personal like aspect of it, but nah, if I'm coming to eat, just get my food right, bro.
Right? I want you to like. I want to be like, oh, you dropped off the drink. I didn't even notice you even did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. You're right. But like
Like, I don't need you to do a whole. Like, again, it's cool when you crack. Is like, the dude the other day that was cracking jokes and shit. Like, all right, this cool. This dude's cool. Like, it ended up being fine. But it's like if the optimal thing would be you just really good at your job and you just all business. You just get, hey, you got the order. You came back to check on us. You wasn't being overly friendly. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't out here borderline hitting on people or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
oh bro, my boy last night bought $70 worth of Taco Bell.
Jesus, how does that even work? That just running through the menu twice or three
Yeah,
times?
he literally said, I think I ordered everything on the menu.
That's crazy.
And then it was so funny because he was outside the Taco Bell, or he was outside the hotel, and he's like, "Yo, Taco Bell's 2 minutes away," and the like the hotel like cashier or whatever, like the bell guy was just like laughing. He's just like, "Word, someone's happy."
Like, damn, I hope this for a party. I didn't know we was catering.
Dude, and then I always give my boy Rod shit because we always end up just in the back of whenever we go to the bar, we just end up in a back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just smoked cigarettes and like I'm like, yo, go talk to a girl. I got a girl and so does Styles. What's your excuse? Type shit, you know? And he's like, all right. And then he's like, all right, I'll go talk to a girl. I'll go talk to a girl. And then he comes back, he goes, what should I say though? I'm like, man, you ain't shit, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. And then I was like, I feel bad. I should just go find him because he's just walking around,
flailing out there, bro.
Yeah. So anyway.
I said new barber anxiety. And then what else? What was the last thing? And then Aladdin review and more.
Yeah.
Anxiety. Aladdin movie review. YG album review and more. Okay. Oh, I should put the little bumper. Okay. All right, you can say, I'll say on today's episode of Bucket Up Podcast, we talk about, and you can say having friendly waiters but bad service. I'll say job titles we don't understand. You'll say living paycheck to paycheck. And then I'll say new barber anxiety. And then you can do the Aladdin album review, YG album review, and more.
Oh,
cool?
Shit. Yeah. Okay. My thing. Okay, cool.
On today's episode of the Bucket Up Podcast, we talk about
having friendly waiters but bad service.
Job titles we just don't understand.
Man, living paycheck to paycheck.
New barber anxiety.
The Aladdin movie review, YG album review, and much more.
Cool. All right, bet. Turn this shit off.